when I like a long time ago, when I was very young, maybe like 19 or something, Mike, I had an
Yeah.
interaction with a black person at a McDonald's that I feel like forever changed the way I look at the world.
Is this where the timeline converged?
It's another one of those moments, one of these moments in history, one of these deflection points. And I don't know if I've talked about this before on stream. I know I've told other people. Well, at
Yeah.
least one other person I know I've told. But um, one time, just sitting there waiting at McDonald's, waiting in line like everybody else. This is again back in the mid 2000s sometime. I'm about 18, 19 years old. And some fat black woman comes walking in and she just like stands in front of me. I'm clearly in line. She stands in front of me. So she'll be like next in line. And I said,
Yep.
hey, excuse me, I'm right here. And she's like, oh, I don't need to wait in line. And I said, what do you mean you don't have to wait in line? Says, we had slavery. My ancestors were enslaved. You think I'm gonna wait in some line? Like we started going off about shit, how they shouldn't have to wait in line behind a white person, blah blah blah. And I look, the thing that pissed me off about the entire situation, the thing that changed the way I think about things, is that I know this is not the first time that this woman has done that.
Yep.
Like this woman does this probably all her life, throughout her entire life, trying to play victim because some fucking great grandpa got enslaved by another fucking black person and then sent over here, right? And let's ignore the reality that, man, despite all the horrific things and the horrors of slavery and all of that shit, that, as it turns out, if you wind back the clock and if you had stayed there versus if you came over here and eventually got freed and everything, your life's probably a lot fucking better than it ever would have been had history not gone that way. Let's just forget about all that stuff.
Yeah.
This is how some people go and operate in the fucking world. They think because of their skin color, they're owed something from someone else. And it pissed me off. I've almost gotten a fucking fight with some fat black woman at McDonald's. I did not let her take my spot. I fucking bitched her out. Luckily, I didn't hit her and she didn't hit me. But that forever changed my frame of reference for life, because there are some people that is how they have been indoctrinated. That is what they have grown up knowing, that they are just perpetual fucking victims and that everyone owes them something because some bad things happen fucking 200 years ago. And it kind of makes me a little mad, Mike.
Bro, I feel that, man. Like, you can't live as a victim. I'm happy. I got kids. I got a wife. I'm not addicted to drugs. I've never been to jail. I feel good about myself, man. I think I'd make my ancestors proud versus cutting somebody in line at McDonald's and screaming about racism and slavery. It's not a way to live.
Yeah.
Also, just to go like eat your McChicken and then get early onset diabetes, or which then compounds with your sickle cell and then she dies. So,
sickle cell,
bro. Bro, I mean, it's a real thing, man.
Bro, black people, when I was in boot camp, black people had it rough. Okay.
Yeah.
Not to the point where they're victims, but anybody that had fucking sickle cell had to wear this fucking belt when we were doing physical activity.
Oh no.
So like just a couple black people wearing fucking belts with big red flags on them, right?
Dude.
And then of course the swimming element. Some things are just truths, right?
Yeah.
Some things are just truths that exist out there. And no lies, of my boot camp division, I think only one of the black people passed a swim test. The other, like 7 or 8 of them, had to go to like remedial swimming for fucking weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a buddy of mine who, he told them, I cannot swim. I will sink. Do not throw me in that pool. And they said, you'll be fine. Just relax. And everybody else went down and went up, and he went down. He didn't come back up. They had to send somebody down there to grab him. And he had to go to swim training. And they made fun of him for months about it, man. Cause I mean, it is what it is, bro.
It's a bone density thing. Like it's there's and people are like, well, because they lived here, and it's an inherent part of racism that black people can't swim because of where they're forced to live, and they don't have access to this, they don't have access to this. It's like there's an actual like, if you look at different races and bone density between races, there are factors that like play a part in your buoyancy, right?
Yeah.
These fucking racist. Everything has to be, oh my gosh, I've just been so oppressed for so long that this is why this can't happen. I don't know how to fucking vote. I don't have a fucking ID because of inherent racism.
Yeah. It's not how that works, man. I mean,
I'm glad Mike's here so I can talk about fucking racism and shit now. Because when me and Jay do it, It's going to be portrayed a certain way. It's still going to be portrayed a certain way now that Mike's here. He's just going to be called every fucking name in the book from other black people who can't believe he's sitting here. Listen to me spew my fucking hatred.
Your hatred and vitriol. Yeah, I'll get called all the names, and Ryan's like, hey, man, they didn't say anything about me. Yep.
I mean, they did, but fuck. That's gone and past. You remember my Batman review, Mike? When I fucking gave the movie a positive score, when I said I liked the movie, and in my 13-minute rambling, unscripted fucking review, I spent about 30 seconds talking about some of the race swap characters, why I didn't think that needed to happen.
Yep.
Fucking racist reviewer hates the Batman. Motherfuckers. Hates the Batman.
You gave it an 8 out of 10, didn't you?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Correct your headlines. Racist YouTuber likes the Batman. That's all I ask. Be accurate. Be accurate.
I wasn't mad about the racism part. I was mad about the fact you said I didn't like it.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's what you...
To this day, Mike, I still get fucking comments whenever I get a video that maybe goes a little outside the space, or a tweet or whatever. And it's like, aren't you the guy who hated the Batman because it had too many good black people? And I have to be like, hold up there.
Yeah.
I liked the Batman. So.
And it also had too many good black people.
Yeah. Little on the nose. You know?
Yeah. No, man, I feel that. That's wild, dude. I'm just thinking about you starting to file lawsuits against people, not because you're a racist, but because they said you didn't like the movie. Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm going to file defamation lawsuits against the Young Turks, whoever fucking covered, or Philip DeFranco, who covered this, not for calling me a racist, but for saying I didn't like the movie.
That's pretty good, man.